let's talk about Jordan Peterson. Since we're talking about fake authoritarian. This is just like so stunning. I
can't believe this.
This guy, honestly, in the main, I've always had a policy that when I start to think that someone is actually mentally ill, I'm not a doctor. I can't make these assessments, but we can make it, in the vernacular. You can, sort of just.
He's struggling. He's crying a lot publicly.
I tend not to highlight it.
Yeah.
But with Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, I'm going to make an exception.
Because he's put forward as a self-help guru himself.
Exactly. Here he is, the swimsuit edition, 2022, Sports Illustrated is up, and there is a woman on the cover who is Zoftig. Certainly a different body type of the women than, existed. I haven't followed the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in probably, 30 years because I'm an adult. However, apparently, Dr. Jordan Peterson waits with bated breath for this swimsuit issue to come out. And he took issue with the model because she is,
sorry, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that.
So understand what he's saying here. He is saying that it is authoritarian for Sports Illustrated to attempt to change the notion of female beauty. Now, this guy is a professor of archetypes, right? And I'm quite sure that a 15-year-old boy, the market, incidentally, for the swimsuit issue, has the ability to just Google the words changing notions of female beauty through the years, and would find that the Greeks perceived notions of beauty to be very different than, let's say, Americans in 1985.
It's also like changing. There are different standards of beauty for women in just different countries today, in terms of being tan in the United States versus being lighter skinned in other countries, because it's all about what indicates wealth. Like it used to be not that long ago that if you were a little bit heavier, it was like you can eat well. So that means that you are not working in the fields and you're not impoverished. Now, if you're able to work out and you're toned and you're tan, that means you have time to go to the gym, you have the money to eat right, and you have the ability to go on vacation. It's all about wealth. And I know this as just a regular person who's heard these things, and this is supposed to be his profession.
I went back to the archives for Sports Illustrated to the Upper Paleolithic age, and I found their first cover, and it was
there you go, exactly, almost identical to the one today. But here's the thing that is really stunning about this. I mean, it's one thing for Jordan Peterson saying, sorry, not beautiful. This is not my taste. Which is, just contemplate that for a moment. Like,
silly.
A weird thing to say publicly.
It's a weird thing to complain about Sports Illustrated not presenting a woman of your taste. Now, incidentally, there are many people, I don't know what I haven't looked at a study, who do think this is attractive. And the idea that I don't like, can you imagine this going, like, I don't like brunettes. Sorry, you're authoritarian, Sports Illustrated, because you are trying to push on to me the notion that brunettes are attractive, and they're not.
He has a 12-year-old boy imagination of what a beautiful woman is.
Yes,
and it's also the deep narcissism mixed with, and maybe this is just narcissism, the idea that it's authoritarian. That Sports Illustrated has decided that they are going to present a slightly different vision of what an attractive woman in a bathing suit is. It's like, you're not objectifying women in the way I want you to.
You're imposing this on me.
That is authoritarian. Yes, this imposition. So disturbing
Yeah.
So disturbing. Oh, and did Crowder do the exact same
Well,
thing?
this is about some
This
other
was earlier in
people.
the year,
Yeah.
but Crowder calls Lizzo and Megan Thee Stallion fat and disgusting, adding fat whores who just gel in my head together.
Well,
Of
that's
course,
because they're
also-
both black women. So that's probably why he has that reaction to it. But like, it just seems to me like both of them seem to not be able to handle women.
Yes, this is a failure of masculinity, I would say, on both.
Yeah, like
That's not true. That's not true. I would
totally
like...
know what I have to do. I totally know what is expected of me in bed with Yumi Nu. It's just I don't like her aesthetically.
I've eaten so much meat this morning, and it's impossible for me to relieve myself on the Sports Illustrated. I've been waiting whole year for this episode, this edition to come out.
yeah.
And now I'm disappointed. Sorry, not sorry.
And look forward to the IDW swimsuit issue.
Just unbelievable. The sheer insanity. Honestly, I think that like social services should go and basically take Peterson away from whoever is supposedly watching out for him.
Yeah, apparently after that he got so bullied because people were just responding with pictures of him that he said he was going to quit Twitter and then just kept tweeting through it.
I'm going to quit Twitter until Elon Musk comes back. This is authoritarian.
like I mean, culture. They think that anything that deviate. I mean, this is what a reactionary mind is, right? It's like the definition of it. Anything that changes is, by definition, authoritarian and terrifying.
It's authoritarian. There's nowhere else where I can find pictures of women that I like in bathing suits. The idea that I'm going to have to just look at a Victoria's Secret catalog or whatever it is I need my bathing suited women to have the SP behind them and the ILL. That's the only way I can get it
That's
up.
my particular kink.
I can't seem to relieve myself unless I see those letters behind her scantily clad body.
A lot of people don't know, but Peterson was protested at the University of Toronto for parking in the parking lot with a "No Fat Chicks" bumper sticker on the back of his car.
I did not
really?
know
Joke.
that.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, yeah. It does not shock me that he is intimidated by women
Exactly.
who might like exhibit, some sort of strength.
And it's just, I think the real shame here is the media apparatus that allowed this guy to be put forward as some sort
Absolutely.
of like guide, because
Yeah.
he's clearly just a loser.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.